watching Fox 61 Morning News.
6 o'clock Monday morning as we come on the air here at Fox 61, we begin our live team coverage of the blizzard of 2026. Schools and businesses in every corner of the state are closed.
Fox 61 is covering it all from start to finish. This is what it looks like right now on the roads. This is a look at West Haven. Our storm tracker is out there bringing you all the road conditions. You do not want to be out there unless you absolutely have to as an essential worker.
And this is what we've got here. We've got a little more than 3,000 Eversource customers without power, and the towns with the most outages are Guilford and Killingworth. We've got a lot of towns without power on the southern part of the state, but Burlington, you're seeing a lot of power outages as well. And
those numbers could go up as the wind intensifies, wind gusts in some places up to 50 miles per hour. Thank you for joining us on our special live team coverage of the Blizzard 2026. I'm Bridget Bjorlo.
And I'm Erica Arias. We want to let you know at the top of this hour, we're going to be here for you on air and streaming on Fox 61 Plus all morning long. Our teams have been out there working around the clock. They've been all over the state, making sure you stay ahead of this and that you have all the information that you need to know. We're starting it off with meteorologist Rachel Piscatelli and Matt Scott joining us with the latest track and snow totals, and we're already looking at 10 inches already at 6 o'clock this morning.
Yeah, some places picking up close to 14 right now. Latest reports over in the New London area. And we're seeing some of the strongest gusts located in southeastern Connecticut and along the shoreline too.
Which is exactly what we thought would happen as the storm intensified offshore, and boy did it. The nor'easter really pounding the coastline all the way up through Boston, Portsmouth, New Hampshire, and down through the Cape. They're getting
there's a lot of outages on the Cape this morning.
Yes, so thankfully it's tempered here for now. We hope it stays that way.
I know my house, we lost power, so not looking forward to going home today or later. All right, the worst of it is going to be between now and about 10 o'clock this morning. As we head towards that midday period, we are going to start to see that snow intensity begin to taper. And while it's still going to be snowing through about noon, 1 o'clock, the worst of it will be over by then. Taking a look at our current satellite and radar picture, you'll start to see those darker shades. This is what we're going to see this morning, where we go from intense snowfall rates to manageable snowfall back to more intense rates. So most of the intensity now is really located on the eastern side of the state along that 395 corridor, where we're seeing some of the more intense stuff, is where we actually think we're going to see some of the higher totals end up once this storm winds down. Norwich along Plainfield 395 towards the New London area, where we've already picked up around 14 inches of snow, in the Stonington area in southeastern Connecticut, and then up towards Brooklyn, Killingly, Pomfret. You're still in on that steady, heavy snow bands. And a lot of that is going to be really hard to move. It's that wet stuff, that consistency. Over in the Hartford area, again, we have some manageable snowfall rates, but coming down at a good clip. Blizzard warnings up across the area with these gusts that are close to 28, or rather, these are sustained at about 30 miles per hour in spots. We're seeing reported gusts close to 52 miles per hour. That is taking visibility down, making it almost impossible to travel on the roadways. Most of the state down to a half a mile, if not a quarter. Temperatures now in the upper 20s to right around 30 degrees. As we head towards the afternoon, again, that midday period, we are gradually going to start to see things taper. Meteorologist Matt Scott, take us from here.
I'll tell you where we're taking us, right into the heart of what I think the blizzard conditions will be. You just saw the visibility map. Most of the map had a quarter of a mile. That's exactly one vital part of what you need to achieve blizzard status. Now, you got to have that prolonged. You got to have the winds prolonged. But yeah, right about now, this is it. Go time. Let's talk about the snowfall rates, because as we say this is go time, you're going to see some very impressive numbers ranging from 1 to almost 2 inches of snow per hour, especially where you saw Rachel point out on those deeper shades of blue, those heavier snow bands. And as we get some couple of isolated bands that'll just give a thumping very quickly to certain parts. Could be 2, 3, maybe even 4 inches of snow per hour. Thankfully, as we go through the midday, that begins to subside. So certainly some good news there. Here's the updated numbers as of 6:04, and my goodness, these are impressive. 14 inches already and counting down in New London, Madison at 13 and change, Easton at 10, and then we get closer to southeastern Connecticut, Niantic right on the water at 9 inches. inches. So verifying, well, getting there, what we thought would happen is happening. Higher amounts may likely be down towards southeastern parts of the state along the shoreline, and as you head out towards the Cape, where they are just going to get walloped. Next few hours, it's go time. It will taper off after lunch, and even as the snow winds down, those winds are going to continue well into tomorrow. They're not going away. They'll ease, but they're not going away anytime soon. We'll talk about that, more of that coming up. But let's do traffic right now at 6:05. We saw the police. We saw plow crews from the towns and the cities on the pictures. I hope that's it.
Unfortunately, in the last hour, I saw a commercial truck, and that's a ban on the state this morning. So just heads up there. We also have this, well, jackknife tractor trailer. This is going to be on 95 northbound near exit 91. Travel is difficult in the area. I ease and urge you to stay off of it. Closure this morning over in Guilford. Route 77 northbound, that is between Prospect Hill Road and near Flat Meadow Road. This is blocked off because of trees and wires down. We're seeing a lot of that this morning. Some of that now in the Fairfield County area. Route 130 northbound, that is also blocked off in both directions because of that same reason. And also in the Darien area on Route 106, that is blocked off both directions because of trees and wires down. Live look outside over in Stonington. It is nearly impossible to see the roadways at this point. More of the same in the Waterbury area. It is snow covered now. A lot of this is coming down where it is really difficult for the crews to keep up with. So just stay off the roadways and let them clean up. Nobody?
Well, thank you. Well, Governor Ned Lamont has issued a state of emergency due to this blizzard, and our weather impact alert special coverage continues now as heavy snow continues to batter the state.
We're checking with Fox 61's Glenn Kittle. He's live down in New Haven, and we've been checking in with you throughout the morning. And the snow is just coming down on its side, and I know the wind is just making it really difficult to do anything outside.
Yeah, good morning, Bridget, Erica. Definitely just ridiculous conditions out here in terms of what Blizzard 2026 has given us. These wind gusts that are heading straight on right now just feel like pins and needles right on the face right now. These snow coming down, you probably see it in the camera sideways. Matter of fact, we saw somebody walking down the street, and it's like just the visibility down here. He's disappeared into the snowy gust that we have going down here on Church Street in New Haven. As you can see, crews out and about trying to get sidewalks cleared off, getting these snow mounds up, but really this snow is covering the roads just as fast as these crews are getting out here to clear them off. So just definitely an unlucky storm here for those crews that are trying to get the roads nice and safe for us, because it's hard to catch up when the snow is coming down at this rate. In terms of how the snow has changed just over the past few hours, when we first got out here at around 4 this morning, we kind of had almost little granules of snow. Now we're starting to see thicker, heavier snow start to fall. Definitely more of that snowball snow as opposed to that fluffy stuff that we might have been seeing earlier, but now it's really starting to ramp up a wetter snow, and it's definitely unsafe to drive on or go out in. So if you're staying inside, definitely the best choice this morning. Live in New Haven, Glenn Kittle, Fox 61.
All right, the commercial travel ban in effect, Glenn, and everyone's advised to stay off the roads unless they are an essential worker. So important. Our team coverage continues now. Fox 61's Kayla Cade. She is joining us live from Mystic.
Yeah, Kayla, we know the wind is really whipping there. We're talking about up to 50 miles per hour. How are you faring?
Yeah, actually, I think I lost you guys because of the wind and everything. But yeah, like you were saying, Erica, before the call dropped a little bit, the wind is just brutal out here. Like, this just feels like shards of glass just hitting my face right now. It's brutal out here, and the visibility is just so bad. I'm looking to my right, my left, behind me, in front of me. I mean, it's just, you can't really see much, and that's why you should stay off the roads. Especially, we were sitting inside the car, we were turning on the windshield wipers, and it actually got stuck. So even if you are driving, it's going to be hard for you to use your windshield wipers if it was to, have a lot of packs of snow on your windshield and on your windshield wipers. And actually, there's a lot of packs of snow right now. I'm actually slipping and sliding right now because it's just so slippery right now. It is just really bad out here, guys. And actually, we're not the only ones that's out here. I saw two people walking because we're nearby the aquarium over here, and they're braving the snow this morning because, when we were driving here yesterday, I was curious to see, are the workers still having to come to work? And I just got that answer today. They are still having to go into work to the aquarium and make sure that the animals are being fed. And actually, we've seen a couple of snowplows come through this way, and they actually just plowed it. There's another one right there, but they actually just plowed it, and it got covered again so quickly. And then earlier when we last, talked, I mentioned how the old Mystic Village sign over there, the sign was covered, and now you see that Mystic is slowly getting there as well. Now I also have the yardstick. I put it down, and you can see that it's kind of basically already getting buried already, but I want to see if we can measure it again. Last time I checked, it was about 3 inches. When Joe checked, it was about 6. So let's see what it is right now. That's about 4 inches right now, and I know when I measured over there, it was about 8 inches. So it's definitely picking up some. The visibility, again, it's really, really bad. So you cannot, if you have to go out, then just make sure you drive safe, but just make sure that you're staying home, especially if you're not an essential worker, because it's definitely bad out here. But I'm going to send it back to you guys in Mystic. Kayla Cade, Fox 61.
All right, Kayla, thanks. This storm really differs from the last one because the snow for this storm is just so wet and heavy. It's going to just prove to be really nasty cleanup after it finally stops.
And keep in mind where she measured on the flat surface there, that road was previously plowed about an hour ago,
right.
So 4 inches fell within the last hour. Just so significant.
So you can add 10 to that for sure.
14. All right, officials at Bradley International Airport say the airport itself remains open this morning, but as we speak, all flights in and out are canceled due to the storm. This according to the airport website, even though, as we mentioned, the airport technically remains open. If you're waiting for a flight, you can go in and out, but you're not physically getting on a plane at this hour. Passengers are urged to check their flight status directly with their airline before heading out to the airport.
And because of the blizzard, Tweed New Haven Airport is going to be closed. It's closed right now. It's going to stay closed through 8 o'clock tonight, at least 8 o'clock. Not sure if that's going to change. We will see. Now, the airport closed just after 5 o'clock last night. Right now, airport officials are telling passengers, make sure you check with your airline before you head to the airport for the latest flight information, regardless of where you are heading. And if you are traveling and you want to know if your flight is delayed, not sure how to do that, just text the word flight to the number on your screen right now. We've made it really easy for you, so just text flight to 860-527-6161.
All right, stick with Fox 61 for live team coverage into the blizzard of 2026. This is what it looks like right now. From our storm tracker in New Haven, visibility down to a quarter mile. There are whiteout conditions, snow accumulations over a foot in the Elm City.
And don't forget, we have power outages. Eversource, we've got about 6,000 customers without power right now. We'll get you updated on that after the break. Also, meteorologist Rachel Piscatelli and Matt Scott, they're watching this storm very closely. Of course, a reminder, all schools, pretty much all businesses are closed. There are parking bans also in effect. All of that is scrolling at the bottom of your screen, and you can also get the full list, more information over on our website at fox61.com.
You can also get the latest weather impact forecast, alerts, and live radar anytime. All you got to do is download our free Fox 61 Plus streaming app on your smart TV. And for the latest winter storm information, just text keyword storm to 860-527-6161.